Hey, Phil here with this week's exciting update on advanced lead generation. This week's topic is pay-per-click marketing and pay-per-click campaigns. And on that topic, I've actually added a pay-per-click campaigns management system. And if you've ever heard of Speed PPC, it's based on that scenario. So you can enter campaigns, and then within the campaigns, you can enter all the information you need to generate your AdWords information. Okay, so this is going to integrate with the AdWords editor, which I'll be showing you later on in this video. But the basic layout is campaign name, selection is MSN or Google. We're going to output both types. The blog is for control of links. The niche is for the client list, which is driven over here. So whatever niche you select, the client list that you can select to advertise for will be included in here. The redirect page is from the blog itself, whatever name that you are using to send people to. In other words, your lead page. And then the clients list with a multi-select drop-down, so you can select one or all, and a keywords list, and a URL template, which will be what we use to generate the output. And I'll show you what all that looks like shortly when we go ahead and do that. So in order to actually go ahead and use this, we're going to pick a match type and go ahead and generate some output based on our current set of ads, which is over here. So let's go ahead and do that. So we click on the output button, and here we go. Okay. Took a second there, but okay, so there's the output, and you can see that there's a lot of information here already, which is why I did this, because it's a nightmare to prepare all the links and information that you're going to need to do what we're going to do. So we've got two lists here, advertisements and keywords. And the keyword links are designed to point to very specific information. So what's going to be going on is we'll be importing our advertisements and then also importing our keywords in addition. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that, and I'll show you in the next video, next part of the video. Okay, so I will definitely say this tool is completely undeveloped, so it's not perfect yet. But the idea would be to show you how this interfaces with Google and all the time it's going to save you. So this button isn't working right now apparently, so I'm going to select all and copy. And then I'm going to go ahead and pop over to the Google tool and import this, and I'll see you there. Okay, you may never have seen this before, but this is the Google AdWords editor, and it's available freely from Google for download. And we're going to be making heavy use out of it because it provides a way to import massive amount of data, such as we're about to do. So let's go ahead and pick on the text ads. So we're going to go ahead and import the ads that we just created in our advanced lead generation system. So if we click on paste, here's what we created. As you can see, there's a number of ads here, and doing this by hand would be extremely time consuming. So that's why we're creating this. And so we're going to go ahead next. And see, we got up here, we'll create 5 new ad groups, blah, blah, blah. So all this stuff comes in at once, and we finish. And off we go. See how easy that is? So we've got our headline, and incidentally, there's some stuff that happens in the code to your ads to make them more relevant. We actually replace the headline with the keyword if it will fit. And that's subject to negotiation, but the idea is to make these ads extremely targeted with respect to the keywords that people are using to find them. So, which means they'll cost less and obviously they'll convert better. So that's the point. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish up with this last piece of bringing in our keywords. I'll show you that next. Okay, so here we are back in advanced lead generation, and we're going to go ahead and look at the keyword output. So let's go ahead and select that and copy it. And you'll notice that one of the things that we've done with this system is we've actually taken highly targeted, highly search volume keywords and made them long tail by adding a geographic component. Okay, so that's going to be the idea of how we try to develop our keyword lists. So we'll be able to develop very highly targeted specific keywords that are generally drawing lots of traffic, and then add our geographic component to that particular keyword to make a phrase that is more specific. It won't cost us a fortune per click, but yet will generate some traffic for us. Okay, so that's the theory behind the keywords construction here. So let's go ahead and, like I said, select all, copy, and go back to the AdWords editor and put it in. Okay, so we're back in the AdWords editor, and we've clicked on keywords, and we're going to go ahead and click on make multiple changes. And it's basically the same process as importing the ads. We get a list, and we want to select. We include columns for campaign and groups, CPC, and we have all this other information. So let's go ahead and see what happens here. Okay, we've got 15 new keywords, so you can see right away, obviously, that that was extremely much faster than entering by hand once again. And you can see that the keywords are generated with the targeting that I mentioned. Like I said, this stuff is subject to discussion, but we're trying to make keyword arrangements or keyword groups that are going to work great for us, and that's the idea. Okay, and so we'll finish, and we'll get those words brought in. Okay, so there's our list. URLs, all that stuff. So we're all set with that. So we've got our ads, our ad groups, our keywords, and all that type of stuff. And I'll be doing a few more things here to make this a little bit smoother, but generally this is sufficient to get you started with, certainly with a keyword list and all your linking and stuff. And I want to show you something ultimately cool to finish this, which is going to be guaranteed to help our conversion significantly. So I'll show you that in the final portion of this video. Okay, so the last part of the video I wanted to show you about the targeting that we've created with our lead pages. So you're looking at an example link. This is to a particular keyword, veneers, okay, or Concord veneers actually. So if we go to the page and we actually look at that, then we'll see indeed that it's going to work great, and I'll show you why. Okay, so here we are on the page, and obviously the first thing that stands out is it's geographically targeted. And so right away, okay, I searched for stuff in Concord, so I found it. And the other thing that I'm excited about here is that we're able to pass in the keyword from the link and display it as indicating that there's information in the ebook about it. Okay, so that's, to me, is extremely targeted and relevant. I would think that our conversions would be really great because of that. You know, there's ethical considerations, you know, because oftentimes the information won't be in the ebook because we don't know what they're searching for. But for this instance, I wanted to make this as targeted as possible with the highest conversion rates as possible. So it seems to me that kind of displaying things in this format it gives us ultra high relevance as far as the keywords with respect to our clicks. So Google should be very happy with respect to that, and we'll be getting really good, relevant, targeted pages as far as our visitors go, based on what they searched for or they found here, pretty much. So we're going to be, in other words, we're passing through the keywords through the link and displaying them on the page. That's basically what's going on. So I think that's going to work great, and looking forward to it. So thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you in our meeting.